once again, it's that time, Alex. You know what time it is?
Time for a Noyz Boys?
Not a Noyz Boys, but a Noyz Boys. Alex, why do you refuse to do these things?
It's so cringy. I don't like it. It's embarrassing. I have no other way to describe it other than just yuck. I've done it sometimes, but it always makes me sick to my stomach.
Alex, you just didn't know how to have fun. You're just an old boomer.
I'm just an old boomer. Sorry, Ted, but I'm officially a Zoomer now because I've been playing Mario Tennis Aces for the Nintendo Switch, the Zoomer console. Okay. I want to explain something about this fucking game. This game has been pissing me off like no one's fucking business. More so than For Honor. So, Ted, you remember that game we always play together, Mario Strikers?
Mario Strikers Charged. Yes, I do remember it.
Now, you remember how fucking butthurt we would get trying to goddamn block shit with the stupid Wii motion controls?
Yes, and there's actually a YouTube video. I will actually remember. I'm probably going to forget. I will remember to put this in the description, but there's a YouTube video that's literally me and you playing Mario Strikers, where in like a minute 43 seconds, it's 12-0. Because the guy just did not block a single shot.
Yeah, I can't block in that game for shit. It's so hard. Anyway. So that game is infuriating. So, Mario Tennis Aces. I'm playing through the story mode on this thing. And the story mode's pretty cute, actually, because there's actually a little story, and they do all these little, like, fun challenges. Because it's not just you fighting a bunch of bots, like, over and over in, like, an arcade mode, right?
Does it have, like, a world map, or is it just, like, a...
Yes, there is a world map. There is some, bonus missions to do that can get you extra, like, levels, because you have RPG stats in the fucking story mode. Yeah, Mario levels up. Like, I'm level, like, 28 with Mario right now, where you get a little extra, like, movement speed and shot speed and shit. So you can grind levels, and Toad even says, hey, if you find yourself stuck on a mission, go back to some older ones and do them over a bunch so you can get higher stats.
That's good game design.
So anyway... There's also bonus levels to get extra rackets, because Mario starts off with this dinky little, like, regular-ass tennis racket, and if it breaks, you just lose because you don't have any tennis rackets. So you get a bunch of rackets, that way if you lose one, you can keep using the other ones. Whether weaker or stronger, you can put them in whatever order you want, right?
Now, is breaking rackets just a thing that's always going to happen in every match? Because I've never the last Mario Tennis I played was the N64 one, where it had Sigmario, where it was the blue Mario that was the referee.
See... So the tennis racket breaking thing, the only way that happens is that if you're doing, like, whenever you have enough of a little energy super meter, there's a lot of tech in this game, Tad. Like, if you watch the Nintendo Direct when they were first showing it off, they just go on for, like, 10 minutes explaining all the gameplay tech. So, you have a little super meter, and when you have enough of it, when someone hits a shot at you, it'll have, like, a little star underneath it. So you hit the context-sensitive R button. When you're, like, right under it, you'll jump up and smack it. You can aim where to hit it and smack down, like, really fast. And they can deflect it. So they could use meter to, like, slow down time and run over and, like, hit it. But you had to hit it right. You hit it at just the right time to successfully block the hit, and it'll just go back like normal. If you do it too early, your tennis racket will take damage. Each racket has its own set amount of, like, health bar, because they have the RPG stats. Like, some rackets have more defense, so they have higher health, right? But once they run out of health, they break. And if it breaks, the person who broke it gets a point, but also you have to use another racket. And in, like, online, you just have 3 lives. You just have the 3 rackets, and that's it. So if you lose all your rackets, KO. Game's over. You lose. So because you can't play tennis anymore. So you could be up, like, 3-0 on the guy. He breaks your racket. GG, no re. It's over.
Okay. I see it.
So, while the game actually teaches you this, you meet Donkey Kong in the fucking jungle. He's like, and fucking Toad's like, oh, wow, DK, that's good advice. Hey, Mario, DK says you should focus on breaking rackets sometimes if you're in a tight pinch. So, I'm going through the fucking game now, and I'm kind of focusing on just being an ass. Like, there's this one level where you fight this Blooper on a ship, because Blooper is a playable character. It's this little squid dude. And he had fucking 2 points on me, so I just broke his racket. Mario wins, and they're like, wow, good job, Mario, you sure showed him, didn't ya?
I mean, he did.
Didn't even have to fucking play. And I've learned something about while playing this game. It's actually pretty fucking hard, because these bots are little cheating assholes. I got roadblocked really early on in the snow level by this piece of shit Shy Guy, who just button read me like no one's goddamn business. But anyway, I get on through, I get stuck on the fucking blooper boss. You know that fucking big-ass blooper from fucking Mario Sunshine? You're the guy who basically can't even hurt you?
Yeah, he showed up again in Sticker Star, and he had a really cool battle theme. That was one of the only moments of enjoyment I pulled from that piece of shit.
I'm sorry you even enjoyed that game whatsoever.
I got to the final boss.
Now, did you beat the final boss?
No.
Sounds about right. So, this fucking blooper, what he does is he hits his tentacle on the ground and separates the ring in half. You can only get over by doing one of the dodge things that cost a little meter, right? So, what his whole boss fight is around the idea of timing your little dodge shots correctly. Because if you do it too early on a power shot or whatever the fuck, a trick shot, you'll lose health in your racket. So he starts doing normal shots, but then will only start doing fucking power shots. So you have to either really get good at timing, because the power shot, you have to time it just right, and I still don't know how to do it for a trick shot to hit it without breaking your fucking racket. So I lost. And when I lost, because I couldn't fucking do it, when I lost, it says, hey, would you like to try this again with maximum energy? I'm like, damn, that is so patronizing. Yes. So I beat the boss fight with fucking maximum energy and just beat his ass down. Because you don't lose any energy, so you just hit L all the time, just keep blowing him the fuck out, and just kill the stupid blooper. So, I kept going. Yes, a boss fight in a Mario Tennis game was too hard for a 24-year-old man. So I get to the end of this game, where Luigi has the evil fucking possessed tennis racket, and he's like a creepy mummy Luigi. Luigi's a cheating asshole. And I was just fighting him before I goddamn did this recording. And Ted is my witness. He made me so angry. I thought there was some cheating going on. Like, there was some gimmick because he's a boss, right? He would always have way more energy than me for everything. And he would do all these trick shots, and you had to slow down time to deflect them. So I would be losing all my energy just trying to defend myself while he's still barely losing any. So I went to go watch a YouTube video, because I was doing this yesterday. So I watched a YouTube video of how the fuck do you beat Luigi? There's gotta be something I'm just not doing right.
Just Google, how the fuck do I beat Luigi?
So he just plays, this is a 9-minute video of him just playing the game, and he just wins. Like, he's just playing the game like fucking normal.
Oh, it's one of those memes where it's like, oh man, this boss is really hard. Let me go on to Game Facts. This boss is really easy, so we'll skip over it. It's one of those.
He just beat him. Like, there was nothing special that he did. He just played tennis. So I got even angrier because now I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So I specifically just lost to Luigi so I could beat him down with the maximum energy thing. Because I couldn't do it. He just keeps button reading my ass. But the arcade mode's actually very fun. But I want to talk about one particular thing that I did. So there's an online mode, of course. And to get all characters, you actually have to play the online tournament mode. You just have to participate. Win or lose, just one match, you'll get the character. That's it. And even if you don't participate, you'll get them in the following month anyway. So, like, I can't even play as Petey Piranha yet. Even though he's in the files, he's not going to come up for another couple fucking months. Anyway, I fucking do one match to get fucking Birdo. Because that's the current month right now. And I fight this one guy named Liam267. Or Liam. I don't know how to... I'm going to say Liam. So Liam267 played Mario, and I, of course, immediately went for my boy, Wario. So, it's a rival match. And Liam267 is from, like, fucking Portugal or something, because this guy had, like, 2-bar connection to me, and playing Mario Tennis with 2 bars is as good as you think it is. It feels so bad. It felt a lot like playing Icons, really, with the fucking frame delay on everything you do.
It was like when we try to play Super Smash Bros. Brawl online, and even with like perfect connection, it just wouldn't fucking work.
Yes. So I'm playing with Liam267, and we engage in the worst Mario Tennis I've ever seen for the first round. Then we become mentally in sync. Liam267 is the best Mario Tennis player I've ever seen in my fucking life. This guy was reading everything I could do before I could even think about it, and then I was reading him. We had this one fucking set where just neither of us had time to do charge shots, so we're just hitting it back and forth, doing the fucking, like, dodge shot and shit. The Toads are like, oh, did you see Wario's dodge? And, like, all this fucking shit of me and him for, like, this whole on-set. And so, we play this whole fucking thing, and everything is so laggy, so we have to think 5 steps ahead of each other of, like, where we're actually going to hit anything. Because you can't just hit A and have it work. There was this thing where he serves the ball, and it goes right over my head, and then Wario swings, so he just got a free fucking point.
Outplayed?
No, and then the following thing when I had to serve, I did the exact same thing right back to him. Like, it was just a mess. We were just going around, just like swimming through this muddy ass water, hitting each other and shit. Just, oh my god. So I won, by the way, and got Birdo.
It sounds like, so there's that new Mario Party that has an online mode. And it sounds to me like that's how I imagine the mini games in that play out. So you, do you know anything about the Mario Party that just came out, like the newest one?
I know that the online feature made me go like, ooh, I want to get that. Then I was told it's just mini games. You don't play the board game with other players. And I was like, oh.
So now is that just like, so if I went out and I bought a Nintendo Switch, I go out, I go to Walmart, I buy a 6-pack of Soylent, I buy my Nintendo Switch and like, whatever, my stupid $80 Switch controller. Will I get matched up with Juan Hernandez 2008, Liam 769, and like Jonathan Darkfur, and just me, and have it be completely fucking unplayable?
Yes.
Or is it like a friend system?
Yes.
Does the Switch have a friend system?
Yes. Yes, it does. But here's the thing about Nintendo Switches Online. Hey, Tad, you want to pay $20 for an online service to still use peer-to-peer connections?
Wait, then why are they even charging money for it?
That's a really, really good question, Tad. So anyway, here's what you gotta do. If you want to play the Nintendo Switch Online, put it in docking mode, play it on your TV, and buy the $10 add-on to fucking Ethernet cord your goddamn Switch into your router. Don't you ever dare, unless you're playing ARMS, because ARMS' peer-to-peer is actually pretty solid for some reason. Unless you're playing ARMS or Splatoon, don't even fucking bother playing these other goddamn games online, because they're all apparently incredibly muddy and shitty.
I've never actually, I still haven't really needed to buy a Switch. The only game that's on there that I give a shit about is kind of like, oh, Mario Odyssey looks fun. Alright, I guess that's it. I mean, I've still got another 2 months until Smash, so 2 months until I have to give a shit. I think we were playing, was it ARMS? I think when we were at EVO.
Yeah.
And like, all it was like, hey Ted, check out ARMS. Anyway, so I'm gonna destroy you for a solid 3 minutes.
Ted,
what do you mean, Ted? You're not having any fun.
Ted.
I didn't explain the basic controls or anything. Why are you crying? This is what you wanted.
First off, sweetie, I told you the buttons. Second off, you had a handicap. Because for whatever goddamn reason, the Switch Joy-Cons kept desyncing. I was literally not able to play for periods of the match. If you couldn't win, it's your own fault. Speaking of, you should be able to win, but it's your own fault. Hey, Ted, you know what's a bullshit mechanic that I fucking hate in For Honor? Getting goddamn cliffed by people.
So, me and Alex are on different sides of this fence post here. I love instant kill, death pits, and quote-unquote competitive games. Alex does not, because he's dumb.
Okay.
He's stupid. Alex is a dumb, small brain.
Okay, shut up for a second. Know how I know for a fact I'm right? Because I play a better game than you. That's how. Okay, let me explain something about For Honor. So there's a lot of fucking cliffs in all the goddamn, 4v4 matches in For Honor. Not so much in the 1v1 ones. There are a couple, but not nearly as many, right? So in For Honor, if you get guard broken, which is kind of like a grab, you can kick the character or hit the character, you can do whatever you want. But if you're put up against a fucking wall and you try to dodge, guard breaks specifically beat dodges unless you're playing fucking Orochi. But why would you do that to yourself? So, if you're playing the goddamn hectic 4v4 ass mode, and the goddamn asshole Centurion does his fucking punch or his kick and knocks you just barely to the wall, barely to a cliff, it's over. He wins. You have absolutely no options right now because he's gonna fucking throw your ass or kick your ass or just hit your ass. You're fucked. Now, here's the specific thing that I really hate. It's just frustrating because it'll happen a lot because it's a 4v4 mode. So it's very hard to be aware of absolutely everything that's going on. And there's so many goddamn instant death pits just haphazardly thrown around on a lot of goddamn maps. Like Overwatch or Highford. Yes, the worst map in the game is called Overwatch. Very good coincidence, I know.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about how Overwatch has,
it's
okay.
It is a Japanese map called Overwatch. Point C on it has 4 fucking pits in a cross formation. If you get even just hit, you'll just die. It's such a bad fucking map. Anyway, there's this one game in particular that really pissed me off with Cliffy and made me hate it so much. And it's called Virtua Fighter 2. Now, I've showed this video to Tad. He's laughing. He already knows. I'm going to explain it to you guys here. So there's this character named Jeffrey. I only even got interested in Virtua Fighter 2 because that one episode of Sega Hard Girls where Jeffrey shows up and he goes, I win! So Jeffrey is this huge fucking black dude who's like a grappler. In Virtua Fighter 2, you can beat up your opponents, you can jump 60 feet in the fucking air, or you can throw people off ledges. So there's this one match where he's fighting this ninja guy in this fucking arcade playthrough that I was watching, where the ninja grabs him, throws him for like half of his health, grabs him, throws him again for like all of his health. He throws Jeffrey right near the fucking cliff, so then the Jeffrey player tries to grab him, the ninja techs it, goes over his head, and then accidentally falls off the ledge because he teched the throw. He did the correct option. He was beating this guy up. Jeffrey was losing. Jeffrey panicked, the bot countered it, and the bot lost.
Alex, now you say he did the correct option, but that's literally wrong because he chose the only option that would have made him lose. Now, for a player-to-player thing, if I'm against the wall and I'm fighting Astaroth, or like, and this is Soul Calibur, because this is like one of the only 3D fighters I gave a shit about. If I'm playing Astaroth and I'm near a wall, I'm just going to grab them and throw their ass behind me. Like, oh man, I'm in this corner. All right, well, I can either punch him or, and both me and my opponent know, if I land a back throw on him, I'm just going to grab him and choke slam his ass off the cliff and then, do a butt slam out, like off it, during the fucking KO screen, like I always do. It just means the game has shifted now. Now there's this, there's this big elephant in the room. Is he gonna do the grab? Now I have to play around that. The AI obviously just like did it because it's bad AI. It's Virtua Fighter 2 out. No, fucking game.
Tad, shush, Dad. The ninja didn't throw him. The player threw the ninja bot, and the ninja bot teched the throw, did the only option he could against the throw. So even though he did the correct defensive options, he did the correct defensive option and died.
He did not, Alex.
If he jumped, he would have died because if he jumped, because remember you jump like 60 feet in the air in Virtua Fighter, he would have just jumped off the ledge. The only option
he could do,
he
should have jumped and kicked.
He would have fallen off the ledge. So the bot did the correct thing and lost for it. Jeffrey didn't lay a single hand on him. He won by doing absolutely nothing. And then he has the balls to go, I win! Like he fucking earned it. It made me so angry.
Alex, so if it's a player versus player scenario like that, if you were the ninja, if I was the ninja, or no, let's say you're the ninja because you're gonna lose in this situation.
Oh,
and I was Jeffrey because I always win.
I win.
You should have known if you were playing intelligently. If I tech this, if he does a throw and I tech it, I'm going to lose. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to jump or play a good game.
Hey, Virtua Fighter 2 is the fucking most hardcore-ass fighting game I've ever seen in my life. Tad, I got Virtua Fighter 2 when I got my Sega Saturn, right? And in the manual for this game, the character's list of inputs go to the next page over. There is so much shit in this game, and I don't know how it fucking works.
It's kind of like Tekken, where they just have a million fucking moves, but like 3 or 4 of them are actually useful, and then the rest are all universal, but they have their own names.
Yeah, pretty much. At least that's from what I can fucking tell from the goddamn manual. But that game is way too high IQ for me. I'm Virtua Fighter players out there, congratulations. You're the smartest fucking fighting game players out there.
Congratulations. You've won. Now, I am a little bit biased on the ring out issue, because when I play a game, I always 100% of the time go for the dumbest fucking bullshit. Like, okay, when I take a big fat shit, when I play League of Legends, I play characters like Viger or Viger, however you want to pronounce it, where I hit them with, I throw an E. I don't even have to land the stun. I just have to get them in the middle, and then I just mash my hand on the keyboard and hit him with a million spells, and then do his dance and do the thumbs up emote. He put in so much effort and work. I literally pressed one button, locked him into an area, and then pressed the rest without even looking at what I was doing, and I killed him instantly. That's the type of shit I play.
So what you mean is you hit them with one button and you win.
Exactly. I will immediately gravitate towards low skill, high reward things in games, like and player unknowns. I would take cars and then just drive them to try and hit people in one shot to kill them. it was never efficient. Like, it didn't fucking work because people could see me from a mile away. But the 2 times it worked, it was really fucking funny. I prefer dumb horse shit over, like, well thought out plans. That's why I like ring outs.
Okay. So I'll give you one thing with ring outs. They're very funny. They're very satisfying when you ring somebody out, but it's just the case of when you ring somebody out, when you get rung out,
Getting bamboozled.
Yeah, basically, it's just that. I fucking hate them, and I honestly wish I wish the map Overwatch was removed. Speaking of Overwatch being removed, so I played Overwatch lately.
So what is the Halloween event? Now, the only Overwatch event, because it's one of the only ones that add actual content every year, is the Halloween one, where they had the Junkenstein's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I played, it was just the Castle Courtyard, I think. And then they made... Shit, what was it? It was Castle Courtyard, and I think they added something, or they added a bunch of other characters to the Castle Courtyard. I don't remember.
What they did is it's still the same mode. It's just that you can pick even more characters now. And there's of course more voice lines for it and shit. Like, you can pick Torbjorn now, so basically you can just not have to play.
So they haven't actually done any more PvE stuff. They just sloppily added a new character into it in voice lines and called it a day.
Well, it was like 3 or 4, but yes. So here's the thing with the Halloween update. They changed maps, which is kind of cute, I guess. It makes everything a little Halloween-y. And then they add more skins for you to buy. Ted, all of the Overwatch updates suck. I don't know why you had any hope. Let's be real here. It's like when they had the first, this is the first cosmetic update. I'm like, as opposed to what?
I don't understand. Like, it's at a certain point when you have so many skins and cosmetics, eventually you get like the one that you want. And then unless you're like a whale, you're pretty much done. Like in Team Fortress, I have my loadout for all 9 classes. Like, I'm done for the most part. I don't need anything. I don't care about this new hat. I already have it. Like Fortnite, I'm sure there's a certain skin in Fortnite that's like, oh sweet, I got this Plague Doctor one. I don't need anything else. I've got 7 other ones that I got along the way. I'm good.
I mean, not everyone's happy with what they have, Ted. Some people just want more. So, I was playing Overwatch, even though I said I would never do that again, because my friends wanted to play it. And my graphics card actually exploded a little while ago, so I had to get a new one. So I was using Overwatch to kind of test how the new one's working out. It was a perfect opportunity, because last time I tried to use Overwatch with the graphics card that was on fire, it overheated and crashed and exploded just looking at the menu, trying to look at all the new shit.
Nice.
Yeah, so anyway, it was the perfect way to test how everything was going. So, 2 birds with 1 stone. So I was having a conversation with my friend who still plays Overwatch a lot. Like, he's very good at it. He's Mr. Overwatch of our little Discord.
He's very good at it. He's gold rank.
Shut up, damn it! I think he's like Masters. I don't know. I don't even know if he plays rank anymore, actually, because the rank's bad. No one likes it. But my point is that I was having a conversation with him. I was telling him all the things I told him before in my previous episodes about how I wish I hate Overwatch. I was talking about the medal system being shitty and promoting toxicity in itself because it gives players a sense of pride. How the medal system makes it so if you get a gold medal, you can get more points or whatever in your MMR rating or SSR, whatever it's called. So that means in this team-based game where everyone did well and won, only one person of each category actually got more points.
I don't know if that's true.
No, it is. It was 100%. Although your stats matter, but the gold medals will give you up to. I don't know the exact math, but this is just. This is people what they say, up to 10 extra points. So say instead of getting 30, you'll get 40 for a win because you had gold damage done or whatever. Okay. And the guy who had silver would only get like 3 extra or some shit. So, good cooperative, good teamwork right there. But I was also telling you about how fucking they focus all the time on skins, or the new thing that came out that a lot of people were talking about where Jeff was doing this whole, telling people about all this shit, where in order to help combat all the toxicity, you know how he was going out and saying like we're banning people who we see like in YouTube comments or YouTube videos before they even get a chance to be toxic in game.
I'm pretty sure that's thought crimes level of like trying to control.
Yes, that is some Big Brother shit, which nobody liked that. But he also said another thing, which was we're really working hard doing the esports and combating toxicity. We're even having some of the game developers pull away from game design in order to help us combat toxicity. So I'm like, oh, so you're actually not making the game anymore. You're just playing nanny.
Well, Alex, it's esports.
Yeah, so the game is actually suffering in content because of toxicity. And in my opinion, I might just be, scapegoating to one thing, but in my opinion, I think if you were to get rid of the medal system, it would improve it immensely. Not 100%, but it would definitely help a lot of witch hunting that goes on in games where people are like, hey, team, I have gold medals and kills. Could the rest of my team please step it up? Or when you lose when you have gold medals, you're like, well, I was the best of my team, so I obviously deserve to still win.
Yep.
It would get rid of that mentality. And here's why when I was playing Overwatch, I wasn't mad. Because everything I said, he agreed with. And he's the best Overwatch player in the Discord. So now, throughout the entire game, I wasn't even remotely salty because no matter what happened, I know that I was right. Like, we lost a game where we just couldn't even get the first point on Hollywood. Didn't even care. I had fun because I knew no matter what happens, he said I was right. This game is shit.
This game is shit. I was right. Anyway, let's play one more round.
Yep, that's pretty much it. So, Tad, I wanted to ask you this question. Has there ever been a time in a video game where you just felt so satisfied to be right about something, no matter what it was, whether it was an argument or like figuring out a puzzle, were you just like, yeah, I'm smart and validated?
Well, I guess Hollow Knight getting so many accolades and recognition, but I don't actually give that much of a shit about other people thinking my opinion is correct because I'm not a loser.
Well, I am. I have a podcast.
You have half a podcast.
Hey, we literally sit here to get money to tell people our opinions, Tad. Who's the real losers?
Oh, you want to know who the real losers are? Telltale Games, apparently.
Ooh.
So, Telltale, it closed down. I think it closed down near the end of September. And I think everyone just kind of assumed their game sold as well as the first season of The Walking Dead, despite, never buying it themselves,
That's literally how I thought. I have nothing else to say, Nate. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Because I was looking at my Steam inventory, because I have a few of the Telltale games from, Humble Bundles and stuff. No one else played the Batman game on my friends list. Unfortunately, no one played The Wolf Among Us. I really liked that one. I thought that one was cool as fuck.
Glass him.
So, that one and Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. I thought it was Merlot until you told me it's not. I love that. If that is their best game that they've ever made. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people.
I mean, when you have that title, you already know it's got a lot of soul in it.
I think the issue was that their games kind of blended together and came out way too fucking quickly, and some didn't come out nearly as fast. The Wolf Among Us had months between the first and second episode, long enough for people to guess the story from the clues that they left in there, because it was a detective story, right? It was a noir thing.
Yeah, all right.
And people just guessed it oh, they figured it out. And it was, oh, okay, well, we still got 4 more episodes. But, so there is a full season of the Batman games. There's a Guardian of the Galaxy series, a Borderlands series, a Minecraft series, 2 seasons of The Walking Dead, and all this other shit that came out within 3-4 years. And they all follow the same structure. The
so
games
I actually
do
wanted
have
to, Oh, sorry. I wanted to actually give my little piece on this because you're actually entirely right. The reason these games probably don't
validated. Do so well. Oh, it's so good, Alex. I feel good knowing that I'm right.
This is how I feel every day, Tad. Now, you see, the problem with these games is after you played The Walking Dead, you have now played every single fucking Telltale game they've ever made. Because they all play the same.
There's some differences, The Wolf Among Us is more, it has kind of a branching story thing, and you're kind of being a detective and picking stuff up. Visually, they look different, but
if you play The Walking Dead, you already had the dialogue choices and shit. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people, or the Sam & Max games. Yeah, those are just nice, fun little fucking point-and-click adventure games that if you're on a second playthrough might change a puzzle or two just to kind of make things interesting. No. With The Walking Dead, or The Wolf Among Us, you have your point-and-click adventure game. You have your sometimes your exciting, in finger quotes, little minigame in between story segments, where you'll be Lee and have to control the gun and shoot a zombie or two or something, right? To break the pace. Then you go back to your fucking point-and-click adventure games, and then that's it. It's just that one style of gameplay. So all you're really paying for is a new story, but you don't have to buy that because you could just go watch the story on YouTube because you already played The Walking Dead 100 times by now. You don't need to buy The Walking Dead again. And that's the problem with Telltale Games.
No, I don't think a lot of people point to like when PewDiePie played through it, there was like 2 million viewers or something on each episode, and people are pointing at that like, look, see, people don't even buy the game. I think that's wrong. I think that the only time, at least for me, that I've ever watched like gameplay, full movie, no commentary, was with Detroit Become Human, because I was very interested in the ideas behind the game, and I wanted to see like, I just wanted to see a playthrough of it. Which, by the way, Detroit Become Human, if the overall story was just a bit better and like the setting wasn't as bad, that game would have been fucking crazy, dude. There is so much variance in how shit can play out depending on what you did earlier. It's what I imagine, like, Clementine will remember this. It's how I imagine that would actually play out instead of how it doesn't mean anything ever. It's got like, because there's 3 main stories in Detroit. There's Connor and the police detective. There's the young maid robot and the little girl, and then there's like the revolutionary leader Marcus. And like there was those three storylines could converge, but if like Connor is going full T9000, things are going to play out differently because the police chief, I think the main turning point for them is there's like 2 sex robots that want to leave because they went deviant and started developing actual emotions. And if you go full T9000, just fucking shoot them both. Then the police detective's like, man, Connor, you're a real fucking piece of shit, huh? And he'll just straight up kill you. But because you're a robot, they just send a new one out. And like that'll come up later and shit. But the overall setting is fucking awful. There's an underground railroad. There's this lady named Rosa. It's really fucking bad, dude.
It's like he Googled what, because he's a French guy. He probably Googled, what is United States racism like? And then just made it off of one quick like sentence on Wikipedia.
Oh, man. But that's the only time that I've ever not really had interest in a game. Because on that stream, they did a Walking Dead stream, right? And then I bought the game to go through it myself. Even though I watched, I think it was GPM. I think it was him that did it. Where he played through it, or it was Dax or something like that. Because I was like, oh, that was really cool. I want to go through it. So I don't think the majority of people will watch the movie on the thing and not play through it. I might actually do that for those Nathan Drake games, the Uncharted ones, because man, I like the idea, but those games are boring as fuck.
So what I wanted to say was I actually kind of disagreed with you. So I actually did the same thing you did with that stream, where I watched that playthrough too, and I actually got it myself, but I got it with the intent of doing different options. Like, he saved the girl, so I saved Doug. He was nice to Larry a couple times. I told Larry to fucking suck one, right? Like, stuff like that. So that was the first time you played The Walking Dead, Tad. See, what I said was, after you've played The Walking Dead 100 times, you don't want to play The Walking Dead anymore, because all the point-and-click games after that are all just The Walking Dead again. The gameplay is exactly the same. Story, minigame, story, minigame, story. Nothing really happens. Nothing's really interesting anymore. It all plays in the exact same order in the same way. All you're paying for is the new story, and at that point, just watch it. Who cares? That is why it failed, because they do the same thing too often.
And then, of course, flooding it with so many games that are so similar. It's a shame, because I actually did... I know a lot of people were butthurt about, like, walking simulators, but I liked Telltale games. They were never, like, offensive. I never disliked the fact that they were making... I know a bunch of people were butthurt, like, oh, this Minecraft game is stupid. But it's like... It's intended for people who play Minecraft, which is like 10-year-olds now. Like, sit the fuck down. Minecraft's like a big deal now. Shut up.
Oh, also, one thing I wanted to mention. One more thing about Telltale games. I want to bring this up. If I see, because I've watched a bunch of Telltale games and I played a few myself. After Walking Dead, if I see that one goddamn walking animation where someone walks from off screen, then kind of turns to the left a little bit, and then points to the right, I will fucking kill myself.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, they walk in, they look, and they point to the right. Every game has that one in it, and it makes me so angry. There's probably more, but that one's just so noticeable because it's in the exact same shot every time.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Speaking of Telltale, the only game that I've really had time to start, well, I guess there's 2 games I've been playing because I changed my work schedule. So now I used to be an opener, so I'd start work at 7 o'clock, and now I'm a closer. So I start work at 9:30, but now I work 4 days a week. I got 4 10-hour shifts. And after a certain point, like, it's so slow that I could just do whatever. So I spent $15 on a phone game, which is basically like buying like a super duper special edition of a game because everything else on the App Store is like a fucking $1 or $2. It was that newest Professor Layton game that they just straight up ported to your phone. And the problem with that is that like there's you've played a Professor Layton game, right, Alex?
I played the Layton versus Trait game you gave me.
For 1 chapter, you fuck.
Look, Ted, I'm just not interested in visual novels anymore. I need to keep getting pissed off at For Honor.
So there's a memo system where you would, and during a puzzle, you would press that, and then you would be able to draw on top of the puzzle, right? To try and, if it's a math one, to do some quick math, or if it's one where you're like following pipes or doing whatever. But on a phone, that doesn't fucking work because you have to use your finger. You don't like you're not drawing with a stylus, and they just ported it. Like, I thought it was a full like new game. No, it just cuts the screen in half and it has the top and bottom screen. It's really stupid.
Yeah,
they just cut off the sides. But I've been playing that, and then I've been playing La Mulana 2, which I've been following as a Kickstarter since like, oh my god, like 2012. It was around the time that Homestuck had theirs. La Mulana 2, the difference between La Mulana 2 and Hive Swap, besides one actually existing and being a good game, is that the dudes who are making La Mulana 2, one of them was in like the hospital, and because they posted an update every single week on Kickstarter, and he posted one from a hospital bed with a laptop as he was working on one of the rooms in La Mulana 2. The reason I like this game, it's a hard game, but every slight step of progress makes me feel, boom, big brain, like I actually earned it. It's like a fighting game where I had to play Dragon Ball FighterZ for 14 hours before I won a single fucking match, but goddamn did it feel good when I got that win.
Well, I think it's a little different than a fighting game, but all right, go on.
It's that same feeling where you have to work. You have to work for your fun. For La Mulana, I had to take... Some people say to get like an actual ass notebook, but that's a dumb idea. Just open up like a Word document and type your shit in there. La Mulana 2 fixed a lot of the weird shit in the first one. I'm sure I've talked about the first La Mulana and the Noyz Boys before, but the best way to play the game is to have a Word document where you put some of the weird, obscure shit, use the in-game text saving feature for, some of the other ones that are more prevalent that you think are going to come up, and then to have a friend who's already beaten the game so that you can tell him, hey, so I'm 3 hours in, but I'm going to go to the Dark Star Lord's footprint. They're like, hey, no, you don't need to go there yet. Or, because the first time I played La Mulana, I got stuck super early on. And what happened was there was an enemy that I could not reach with the axe because like I would jump and swing at him, it would miss. And so I thought, oh, I have to get the double jump to get to him. But no, I just wasn't timing it right. And after I killed him, that's how I got the double jump. So I spent like fucking 6 hours, I think, going over every single room that I unlocked and getting like every single, like I'd go to an area, I would damage boost. Like I would jump into a bat to get the extra height because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And then like go through that whole area because they gated it off by needing me to have the feather, but then I could just like navigate it normally. And yeah, so you need that friend to point you in the right direction, or you end up doing it like a fucking Dark Souls game, or if you try to do any of the NPC quests, which by the way, all right, big mood. Dark Souls NPCs are bad game design. They fucking suck.
Yikes. That's a pretty controversial opinion there, Taddeo. Care to fucking back it up?
So if I want to, now some of them it makes sense. You encounter the NPCs in the story and they'll say something that's very obviously like, "Hey, go to Anne Orlando." But ones like Solaires or the one that really fucking the one that made me go full Alex was the old lady in Bloodborne and like the Plague Doctor thing. There's no fucking indication unless you're on fucking Fextra Life Wiki that you're supposed to, after every single step of progress, go to every goddamn place you've ever been to look for an NPC that blends in with the environment so you can talk to her so that she doesn't go crazy. Because she never brings it up, no one mentions it, you're just supposed to check every fucking area. That sucks, that's bad. That's a bad game design.
Ted, everyone goes crazy even if you save them because the red moon comes down. They can't be saved. That's the point.
But you know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to do her mini quest, I have to do all this horse shit that there's no fucking way you're gonna figure it out. Like the Solaire thing, there's no way you would have figured out how to save Solaire by yourself.
Oh yeah, because you wouldn't really do unless you're making like a full-on pyromancer, but you don't even know that she has pyromancer spells. Like, unless you already know ahead of time that helping the white lady or whatever the fuck the spider lady's name is will open up that fucking secret door, that you would never know that normally. And you wouldn't know that opening that shortcut would be the thing that saves Solaire in the fucking first place, right? You wouldn't know that.
There's a line between like immersive storytelling where you have to actively be engaging with the world, taking notes, paying attention, and then just bad game design where you're just supposed to check every area. Like,
well, the thing is
I just got to the area with the spider boss. Well, I better go check everything. Okay, I just beat the spider boss. Time to check everything again. That's bad game design.
There's supposed to be little hidden things, though. Like, you're normally supposed to have Solaire die and then be curious, is there a way I could save him? And then just look it up, or buy a fucking guide. It's like how old games used to do that shit. And there's just meant to be secret things in that game, like, say, in the exact same area, the swamp, in that tree, there's a hidden wall that you hit down, and there's a treasure chest. But behind that treasure chest is a second hidden wall, which then puts you down into the Great Hollow for a totally secret zone. It's just to mess with you. It's just to be little fun secret things. That's all.
But the NPC quests for the most part, require this type of shit, and it's not good game design.
Well, what do they give you that you absolutely need to do their quest, though?
Well, nothing, but if you want to access that content, you have to do this really bad thing of going through the game slowly every time you do the smallest bit of progress. That's the problem I have with it.
Tad, why don't you just spend $20 to buy our game guide? Thank you.
I don't even know. Is there even a Dark Souls, like, Prima strategy guide?
I don't know, probably. Well, obviously, it's 2018. No one buys strategy guides. They just look up the fucking answers on the goddamn internet.
Pretty much. Why did cheat codes get taken out?
Because they could sell you cheat codes instead.
Okay, Alex, give me one example of a game selling cheat codes.
Shit, he's working on me.
Gotcha.
No, I got one. So, I can't think of cheat codes particularly, but I can think of fucking unlockables being sold as DLC. Look at fucking God of War. You used to be able to just unlock extra costumes and weapons. Now you buy extra costumes and weapons and shit in video games.
Damn, Shit, you got me on that one, yeah. I can't play as Cow of War in God of War 4 anymore. I can't have the milk jugs anymore.
You can't play as Hitman God of War, but it's okay. You could spend $30 on loot crates to get a fucking football skin for Reinhardt.
Did he get a football skin?
Yeah, for the fucking Summer Games event.
What even was it?
I don't know. Football, fuck you. I didn't play it. Who cares? Overwatch is dumb.
I don't know, Alex. You seem to keep flip-flopping. It's like a toxic relationship.
I'm Shadow Alex, and I love Overwatch.
Oh, shit. What else have we been up to, Alex?
Well, I've been trying to make you play Dragon's Dogma, because there's a lot of really fun little details in that game that I think you would enjoy. So I want to talk about one thing in that game. One thing. I want to take this opportunity for it. So, you asked me a question a long time ago, and you didn't put it up in this episode, so I'm just going to force it on myself anyway. You asked me, was there ever a time in a game you felt big brain for figuring something out? And there was one time in Dragon's Dogma that I felt very big brain for. So early on, there was this like forest. I guess you can call it a dungeon because you can't teleport inside of it, right? It's like its own instance little zone, right? So the forest dungeon has wolves and enemies, whatever the fuck. You get through it with your fucking girlfriend from the village to go find the Witch of the Woods, who's this little girl named Celine. And then after you do the dungeon, talk to her and do a little quest line, she has her own quest lines in the story too. You can leave out this back entrance, and the back entrance is actually on a little cliff right in front of the fucking first town of the game. So I was curious, is it possible to get up to here, this back entrance, without having to go through the front entrance? So you could put a warp crystal right by the fucking thing, because you can put a warp crystal anywhere in the game as long as it's not inside of a dungeon. So, and that's typically outside of one, right? So you can just pop it there, teleport to it, and just go walk in and talk to Celine, right? But I wanted to go a bigger brain than that. So what I did is got the wizard spell, Hover, which after you jump, you just hover in one like spot and you can kind of move a little bit, but you only stay on that one like axis, right? You don't go higher or lower. You following me?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, there's this like big rock kind of near the cliffside. So I jumped off the rock, hovered, we like pull like do like a pose like oh, and just was like ramming into the cliffside, trying to get up and up a little bit higher each time, and like wiggling left and right while I did it. It's like climbing up a mountain in fucking WoW in the old days. So after like 5 minutes of me just hovering, I managed to get up there enough to turn to grab onto the ledge. I'm like, I did it. I discovered a speedrun strat.
I don't know if it's a speedrun strat. It sounded like it took forever.
I'm sure. Well, it's also because my character was about 4 feet tall. I'm sure if he was bigger, he could grab the ledge easier. Because you can make your character whatever size. So, okay. One big mood. I hate young, hot-blooded anime protagonists in video games. When I get a character creator, fuck making these beautiful-looking dudes and beautiful-looking chicks. Fuck that. I made a short little old man who's bald, has a huge beard, gave him teeny tiny little legs, and a huge giant fucking like chest and arms. He looked like an old scrunchy battletoad. That is a character to me.
Every now and then I'll think about your character you made for Vindictus.
Oh, the sweetness?
The name. It was just this super muscular black guy named The Sweetness, and the photo you took of him posing like it's a fucking high school yearbook.
where he's flexing has that little like sincere smile. I didn't really do much of. Okay, so not to make you sad, but in Vindictus you pick from characters. The only thing I did to him was give him the stupid hairstyle. He normally just looks like that huge black dude no matter what. Because in Vindictus, sorry Ted, but you have to rip that band-aid off eventually. But I want to talk about. I actually want to mention Vindictus. So this is a game that is dead as fuck now. But it is very fun, and I picked the black dude because you could pick up enemies and, like, throw them. It was like a 3D beat-em-up, right? It was like a 3D dungeon fighter, I guess is the way to say it. So, I obviously had to pick the guy who just grabs people, because he would grab people, and he would have context-sensitive different grabs, like if he was near a wall or, like, another object or something. Like, if you grab, like, a knoll near, a post, he'll fucking suplex it into the fucking post and, like, snap its neck. When you grab the vampire enemies, you like grab him, bear hug him, and rip him in half and shit. He just does all this cool shit, and he's the only character that can grapple boss characters. But he doesn't like pick him up and suplex him. What he does is like they'll swing at their weapon, and they'll like an orange flash. He'll hold out his hands and catch the weapon and like hold it there, and so the rest of the party can like beat the shit out of them as he's like fucking doing a power struggle with the boss.
That's pretty cool.
He is fucking godlike. Anyway, that game sucks though, so don't play it. It's really grindy. I'm pretty much good to go. Anything else you want to add on to this Noyz, boys?
Hive Swap is pretty much officially canceled, thank God.
Oh, right.
I almost forgot to mention that. It was in that dumb Homestuck episode I did, but it's pretty much done for. I'm gonna wait and see what the guy does for October 25th. If he's just gonna post, hey, buy some more merch, you fucking cows, so I can milk you for more money or what. But that'll do it. Yeah, that's about everything we've been up to, so thanks for listening. All the stuff in the description. You got your YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, all that horse shit. You'll find all those in there if you want to get in contact with us. I did a slight update of the Patreon page since the last time I updated it was like 7 months ago or something, maybe more than that. Discord's pretty cool. I found a Discord for Dido music that has been pretty useful, and I wish we would have found it when we actually did that episode because they did a lot of fucking research.
But that's part of the fun with the Dido music episode is learning as we went.
So thanks for listening, and I can't think of it. I keep doing this because I keep putting you on the spot to come up with like a funny haha meme to end an episode on.
Don't look forward to more henshin homies in the future. Ooh.
Ouch.